What else can they? Anyways, hey, shalom to you brothers out there. Shalom. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutations to the 1/3 and 144. And 1/3 out of every people, tongue, and nation, and 12,000 out of not each tribe of Israel. No, from the 12 tribes of Israel, from Judah all the way down to Issachar. That makes it the 12 patriarchs, the 12 stars, the 12 gates, 12 sons of Jacob. And later changed unto Israel. So anyways, right now it's 8:49. I wanted to read first Samuel's as voices not being constrained. No, it's being constrained. I'm not mentioning anybody in my videos. It is me doing a video. Stop gang stalking me and not putting your connotation on things I'm doing. No, of course you're gonna do it anyways. So Jonathan's victory. Let me get that word for Jonathan real quick. Pretty much what I wanted to do was talk about Jonathan, which Jonathan in the Hebrew pronunciation johnathan. It says Jonathan or Jonathan, the Lord has given. Stop throwing your things not at me. A son of King Saul? No, I am not. I'm not. And a friend of Malach or David. A son of the high priest Abiathar and the last descendants of Eli, of whom we hear. Please stop. One of David's mighty warriors, a Levite and father of Zechariah, a priest who blew the trumpet at the dedication of the wall, a son of Kareah and a brother of Johanan, a Judite captain after the fall of Jerusalem, another Judite, father of Ebed in the time of Ezra, son of Asahel in the time of Ezra, a priest of the family of Malachi in the time of Nehemiah, son of Jehoiada, the successor to the high priesthood in the time to Nehemiah. So, a lot these past few days, right? I know a lot of brothers going to different things, man. I've been going to bottom line and truths. I think that's important, but sometimes sometimes I go into the scriptures and talk about Bethlehem Ephrata, and peace to that brother Benjamin for bringing that out, because he taught me about Israel, and now I understand that I'm an Israelite. He baked that cake pretty well, and I appreciate it. It definitely fattened me up, to this understanding, and I feel like a kid that's been given everything, but I got the golden ticket. So, we can talk about Saul, we can talk about Malach, we can talk about Bathsheba, we can talk about the heck. We can talk about yeah, exactly. We can talk about, well, I was thinking about something that just fell out of my mind. We can talk about Nathan, we can talk about Samuel, we can talk about all these different people of the scriptures, but I want to focus on Jonathan today, because Jonathan plays a very intricate part in the story. He was the one that helped Malach. And like I always say in my last videos, man, Malach was being led by the spiritual crown before the physical crown, and he had a lot of help alongside his journey. He had a lot of assistance, one of those assistants being Jonathan. So I just wanted to read this real quick. Jonathan's extremely important. Sometimes people don't pay attention to him. So I'm gonna ask this question: is Jonathan alive? I'm nobody, and nobody's me. There we go. That's a good question to ask. But is Jonathan alive? Because if Malach is being guided by the spiritual crown, and he had his and now they're not listening to everything I'm saying. He had this mighty man. He had his Jonathan that helped him out, which I'm being gang stalked. That's why I'm speaking in this voice. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick. It said, "Now it came to pass upon a day that Jonathan the son of Saul said unto the young man that bare his armor, Come and let us go over to the Philistines' garrison that is on the other side. But he told not his father. And Saul tarried in the uttermost part of Gibeah under a pomegranate tree, which is in Migron, and the people that was with him were about 600 men." And why am I being gang stalked again? Thank you. And Ahiah, the son of Ahitub, Ichabod's brother, the son of Phinehas, the son of Eli, the Lord's priest in Shiloh, ran the ephod, and the people knew not that Jonathan was gone. I don't hate people. Nobody hates me. I hate no one. So you notice in videos, I always say that because I feel vibrations, okay? And between the passages by which Jonathan sought to go over the Philistines' garrison, there was a sharp rock on the one side and a sharp rock on the other side, and the name of the one of Bozez and the name of the other Sinah. The forefront of the one was situated northward over against Mishmash, and the other southward over against Gibeah. And Jonathan said to the young men that bare his armor, Come and let us go over unto the garrison of these uncircumcised. It may be that the Lord will work for us, for there is no restraint to the Lord to save by many or by few. So that's pretty much what Jonathan was saying. He was like, let's go get a victory for ourselves. And that's why it's important to go into the minor prophets too, because they play a very intricate part in the story. Okay. And his armor bearer, which when you go into that word for armor bearer, it means, person that helps. So Jonathan, he had an armor bearer. He had one that was helping him in the things that he was doing, specifically in this battle. And his armor bearer said unto him, Do all that is in thy heart, turn thee, behold, I am with thee according to thy heart. Then said Jonathan, Behold, we will pass over unto these men, and will discover ourselves unto them. If they say unto us, Tarry until we come to you, then we will stand still in our place, and will not go up unto them. But if they say thus, Come up unto us, then we will go, for the Lord hath delivered them into our hands, and this shall be a sign unto us. And both of them discovered themselves unto the garrison of the Philistines. And the Philistines said, Behold, the Hebrews come forth out of the holes where they have hid themselves. And the man of the garrison answered Jonathan his armor bearer, and said, Come up to us, and we will show you a thing. And Jonathan said unto his armor bearer, Come up after me, for the Lord hath delivered them into the hands of Israel. And Jonathan climbed up upon his hands and upon his feet, and his armor bearer after him. And they fell before Jonathan, and his armor bearer slew after them. And that first slaughter, which Jonathan and his armor bearer made, was about 20 men, within as it were half an acre of land, and with a yoke of oxen might plow. And there was trembling in a host in the field, and among all the people, the garrison and the spoilers, they also trembled, and the earth quaked, so that it was very great trembling. And the watchmen of Saul in Gibeah of Benjamin looked, and behold, the multitudes melted away, and they went on beating down one another. Then said Saul unto the people that were with him, Number now, and see who was gone from us. And when they had numbered, behold, Jonathan and his armor bearer were not there. And Saul said unto Ahiah, the ark of God, for the ark of God was at that time with the chosen of Israel. And it came to pass while Saul talked unto the priest, that the noise that was, please stop. No, keep going. That the noise that was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And Saul said unto the priest, Withdraw thy hand. And Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to the battle. And behold, every man's sword was against his fellow, and there was a very great discomfiture. Moreover, the Hebrews that were with the Philistines before that time, which went up with them into the camp from the country round about, even they also turned to be with the Israelites that were with Saul and Jonathan. Likewise all the men of Israel, which had hid himself in Mount Ephraim, when they heard that the Philistines fled, even they also followed hard after them in the battle. So the Lord saved Israel that day, and the battle passed over unto Beth Haven. Okay, now check it out. Because the Lord, he wrought a great victory for Jonathan in that very day. And that's why, like I said, is Jonathan alive? I Is Jonathan here? 24. And the men of Israel were distressed that day, for Saul had adjured the people, saying, Cursed be the man that eateth any food until evening, that I may be avenged on my enemies. So none of the people tasted any food. And all day of the land came to a wood, and there was honey upon the ground. And when the people were come into the wood, behold, the honey dropped, but no man put his hand to his mouth, for the people feared the oath. All you got to do is read the scriptures. It's not in the scriptures. I don't got a phone in my hand. Of course it is. For the people feared the oath. But Jonathan heard not when his father charged the people with the oath. Wherefore he pulled forth the end of the rod that was in his hand, and dipped it in a honeycomb, and put his hand to his mouth, and his eyes were enlightened. Then answered one of the people and said, Thy father strictly charged the people with an oath, saying, Cursed be the man that eateth any food this day. And the people were faint. Who? Then said Jonathan, My father has troubled the land. See, I pray you, how my eyes have been enlightened, because I tasted a little of this honey. How much more, if haply the people had eaten freely today of the spoil of their enemies, which they found? For had there not been now a much greater slaughter among the Philistines? And they smote the Philistines that day from Michmash to Ajalon, and the people were very faint. And the people flew upon the spoil, and took sheep, oxen, and cows, and slew them on the ground, and the people did eat them with the blood. Please. Then they told Saul, saying, Behold, my bad. The people sinned against the Lord, in that they eat with the blood. And he said, You have transgressed. Roll a great stone unto me this day. And Saul said, Disperse yourself among the people, and say, Ha, 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 unto them, Bring me hither every man his ox, and every man his sheep, and slay them here, and eat, and sin now against the Lord in eating with the blood. And all the people brought every man his ox with him that night, and slew them there. And Saul built an altar unto the Lord. The same was the first altar that he built unto the Lord. And Saul said, Let us go down after the Philistines by night, and spoil them until the morning light, and let us not leave a man of them. And they said, Do whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Then said the priest, Let us draw near hither unto the Most High. And Saul asked counsel of the Most High, Shall I go down after the Philistines without deliver them into the hand of Israel? But he answered him not that day. And Saul said, Draw you near hither, all the chief of the people, and know and see whether this sin has been today. For as the Lord liveth, which saveth Israel, though it be in Jonathan my son, he shall surely die. But there was not a man among all the people that answered him. Then said he unto all Israel, Be you on one side, and I and Jonathan my son will be on the other side. And the people said unto Saul, Do what seemeth good unto thee. Do it. Therefore Saul said unto the Lord God of Israel, Give a perfect lot. And Saul and Jonathan were taken, but the people escaped. And Saul said, Cast lots between me and Jonathan my son, and Jonathan was taken. Then Saul said to Jonathan, Tell me what thou hast done. And Jonathan told him and said, I did taste a little honey with the end of the rod that was in my hand, and lo, I must die. And Saul answered, God do so more, for thou shalt surely die, Jonathan. And the people said unto Saul, Shall Jonathan die, who has wrought this great salvation in Israel? God forbid. As the Lord liveth, there shall not one hair of his head fall to the ground. For he has wrought with God this day. So the people rescued Jonathan, that he die not. Then Saul went up from following the Philistines, and the Philistines went to their own place. Constant warfare. So Saul took the kingdom over Israel, and fought against all his enemies on every side, against Moab, and against the children of Ammon, and against Edom, and against kings of Zobah, and against the Philistines. And whatsoever he turned himself, he vexed them. And he gathered a host, and smote the Amalekites, and delivered Israel out of the hands of them that spoiled them. Now the sons of Saul were Jonathan, and Ishua, and Mishchishua. I never really go into these different sons, Ishua and Mishchishua. Let me see what it actually means, matter of fact, because that's important to know as well. So Ishua means he resembles me. The second son of Saul by his wife Ahinoam. The third son of Asher and founder of the family of Ishuites. Okay. I'm also going to get Miss Cheshua. My king is wealth, a son of King Saul of Israel. Interesting. I wonder. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I never really I know Jonathan, but I don't know Ishua and Miss Sheshua. But they're sons of Saul though. And the name of his two daughters were these: the name of the firstborn Merab, and the name of the younger Michal. Now we know about Michal. Okay, she was the one that was given unto David to have as a wife. Okay, from King Saul. And the name of Saul's wife was Ahinoam, the daughter of Ahimaaz, and the name of the captain of his host was Abner, the son of Ner, Saul's uncle. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. The son of Ner, Saul's uncle. And Kish was the father of Saul, and Ner, the father of Abner, was the son of Abiel. And there was a Saul war against the Philistines all the days of Saul. And when Saul saw any strong man or any valiant man, he took him unto him. Beautiful. Not just saying I did this and I did that. I'm just reading scripture in my phone that you're gang stalking. So therefore stop gang stalking and stop saying what you're saying, because it's not true. Anyways, so I wanted to read 1 Samuel chapter 14. Thank you very much. Jonathan's victory. It's very important to understand Jonathan. That was good. That was very good. Jonathan's victory. 1 Samuel 14. Jonathan is alive, and he's very much here. So pretty much all praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutation to the 1/3 and 144. But it's out to keep the faith and endure. All right. With that, I'm out. Perfect.